Well, I was looking for a snowmobile engine for a long time. I was browsing Chinese websites. I couldn't actually find it in Russia, but I found a manufacturer. I briefly read about the engine's capabilities on the LLC Solomash website. I have personally found that I like that when compared to other engines, no matter what specifications I read, Duyunov motors always had a very high torque, and in my own experience, for a snowmobile, torque is crucial. The harsh operating conditions on snow, plus the track needs to be bent several times. But I was searching and eager to find and try it. I was very interested. Nothing complicated, basically. The simplest setup, simpler than a gasoline engine. There is a Chinese-made generator at approximately 88 volts. There's also a motor, an electric engine, and a controller. The battery is located under the seat, spanning the entire length with 30 amp hours. The seat is definitely old, but someone will reupholster it, make an effort. I had to make a manual start because the device came from China with automatic start, but nothing worked. The Chinese couldn't help at all. The throttle choke is no longer automatic. Now everything works. I can even demonstrate it. So, what's there? Today, since it's cold, it started on the third try. Usually, it starts on the first try. The total weight of the generator is 17 kilograms. It didn't add any weight. There was a gasoline engine that weighed 40 kilograms. Without gearboxes, without transmission. The rear and front are switched with a toggle on the panel. But, as I already mentioned, I had experience with a Chinese engine. It doesn't have any coasting, even though it's somewhat lighter. The only downside is that there's no coasting. Not at all. As soon as you release the throttle, it stops. But here, it's asynchronous. Plus, according to the technical specifications I read, it has an advantage in energy efficiency. A large battery makes a snowmobile too heavy. Thus, no powerful generator. As I understand it, it proved itself. Once installed and tested, it really doesn't consume that much. It has excellent coasting. The snowmobile can even glide downhill on snow without acceleration. It just gently glides on its own. You don't even need to brake. It just keeps gliding. I recently went for a ride, so it has good coasting and I like it. Sometimes in the forest, you suddenly let go of the handle due to some obstacle and the engine doesn't brake it, meaning you can calmly release the handle and let go of the throttle. It will still glide smoothly. But with the Chinese BLDC motor, it would happen that I would hit the glass with my face or chin. That's not very pleasant. Without coasting, it's just not the same. It's not very fast, up to 50, and it accelerates across the field in about 2 seconds, roughly speaking. But in the forest, you don't need that speed. You need smoothness so it doesn't stall. At any moment, you give it a little gas and it moves. That's kind of how it all started with these electric motors. The asynchronous motor, it doesn't have magnets, so it's practically eternal. A Chinese motor will lose 1% of its magnetism per year. You can't escape that. It's physics. In 10 years, it will lose 10% of its power. Well, why do you need a snowmobile? To ride in the forest, go fishing, go hunting, trip with the family somewhere to relax. It can also be useful around the farm. For example, you can cut some good dry wood, and it's also like being a forest caretaker, preventing bark beetles and other insects from spreading. And all of this is just one of the benefits of such a snowmobile. Well, the prospects are such that the future is with electric motors. The Chinese are already working on it, and our people need to work on it too. We all need to work on this together. We need to develop it. And the advantages are significant compared to gasoline, compared to everything. Of course, it can't be completely without a generator. There aren't any batteries yet that can run forever. A small, promising gasoline generator is indeed still needed to support the battery. But even based on the snowmobile, it showed that the future is definitely with electric motors. Just the other day, I received it. A package arrived, I took it apart, pulled out the engine, and now I'm kind of on a roll. The motor is fully assembled in the kit. There's a controller right there. The guys did a great job. They even made the throttle slash reverse themselves. I looked at it. At first I couldn't understand how it was made, but it turned out to be done neatly and beautifully. The wires are included, the control panel, there you go. I'm not sure what this button is for. Well, I do know. It will be for battery charge control, but there's no key. Apparently, they want to come for testing. Let them come, I invite them. Come with the key. When I assemble it, I'll call them, they'll come with the key, and we'll go for testing. It will be wonderful. The device, of course, is waiting its turn, and I have high hopes for it. There's another one, but that's for the future. We won't announce what the project is yet, but in general, it's also a serious project.